Welcome back to the Fumbled Out of Bounds podcast, where our motto here is football, football, and more football. Here we go. In this week's episode of Fumbled Out of Bounds, the boys prepare for week one by looking at the over-under win totals for each team.
Okay. Arizona Cardinals 8.5. Basically 500. Actually 500 with our 17 games now. This is an interesting one. I like their defense. Watching Xavier Collins and Isaiah Simmons run around.
Bad coach.
Give me the wild. But
nice
I
house.
also am not a Cliff Kingsbury guy, and their offensive line stinks.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Just to play
Also,
devil's advocate, I'm looking at their schedule. They do play the AFC South, so they do have games against Jaguars, Texans. They play the Lions as well and the Bears. So obviously, I think it's safe to say that NFC West is the toughest division in football. But the Cardinals do have some easy games. So you think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I would say I would take the under probably right at 8. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I do think that, 8 wins. I hope for, I know Shane has Kyler and Dynasty. I hope, 8's enough to put Kyler or Cliff on the hot seat at least, sort of, maybe send, get a new coach in there. But yeah, I would take the under. I'm with you. I'm
Is it Byron
not really
Murphy?
convinced.
Is there corner
Yeah.
one Byron Murphy?
Buda Baker, highest paid safety in the league.
Yeah, he's a safety.
So they have some pieces, but yeah, I'm not convinced. I'd take the under.
Yeah, I'm taking the under as well.
I think you can
All
only
right,
count on Kyler
Falcons
to play
7.5.
14 games.
This one I don't need an explanation. This is an under for me. I think the Falcons are going to stink.
Yeah, new coach Matt Ryan on his way out.
Horrible
I don't think he's
decision
really-
making.
I love
Kyle
Ridley.
Pitts
Feel
might-
bad for him, but
Might be the worst draft pick value wise since Saquon. Not good.
Mike Davis could have some fantasy relevance. Matt Ryan, you're hoping garbage time points, but yeah, tough division as well. Yeah, I'm with you. Shane, you got anything?
Yeah, I think 7 and 10 sounds about right. I don't think they're going to miss it that bad. I mean, Matt Ryan's still a decent quarterback, so we'll see.
Ravens at 11.
Ooh,
Over for me.
That feels like a good number.
Ravens are good.
that's a trap. I
See,
think
here's my
under.
thing though.
Lamar's good.
All of their pass catchers, but Andrews are out. I think
Sammy Watkins
fantasy-
died.
He's hurt.
They'll play. It's preseason hurt. They're fine. Ravens over.
I'll take the under. I love Lamar.
Wondering it.
I love Harbaugh, but they're just missing that final piece.
Disrespecting Lamar. I love it.
Bills 11.
I'm still
I
salty
like
the
the-
Louisville game a few years ago where he dominated Florida State. That was an embarrassing game. Anyway,
I love how the Bills are built. I think they have Emmanuel Sanders is a sneaky addition. I know he's 35, but I think they'll get some good value from him, and their defense is on the rise. I mean, if Espinosa takes a step forward, they have a couple of pass rushers. They have a good solid cornerback one in Trey White. I think 12-5 is doable.
yeah, I agree. Give me the over here. Certainly top 2 contending team in the AFC. I would think them in Kansas City. They have a pretty easy schedule too. They play the AFC South, so you get a couple extra wins there, not to mention the Jets. And, I think the Dolphins are still probably a year out, so they'll probably split Dolphins and Patriots. So yeah, I have nothing to argue with. Josh Allen, big hands, grid and shorts. Think he's elite. Yeah, give me the over.
Yeah.
Stockings.
Yeah, over's probably good. I think Josh Allen is going to regress a little this season just because he was so good last year, but probably still the over considering there's a good chance they could sweep the division.
Panthers 7.5. It's almost like these Vegas guys do this for a living. I think that's also a good number.
I feel pretty good about the under on this. I don't think Sam Darnold is good, and his offensive line is not good either.
You're hoping he's not good.
No, he's not. Like it's just like the team is not going to be like built for him to be really good. I mean, I guess the defense could be good, but I just think he's going to throw too many interceptions and cause this team to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Tough division. I mean, the Bucks and the Saints, I think, are going to be fine. Panthers are a wild card, and obviously, you know how I feel about the Falcons. Who does the NFC South play, Chase?
So Panthers have Giants, Cowboys, Bills, Dolphins, Cardinals away. They have Washington, Eagles, Patriots, Jets, Vikings at home, and then obviously the rest of the division. I am going to take the over. I like Matt Rule. I like Joe Brady. You get a healthy CMC. I don't think Darnold needs to play elite quarterback level for this team to be good. Obviously, if he could, that would be great. But you have CMC to check it down to. They just signed Robbie Anderson to a long year, 2-year extension. They have DJ Moore. I know you're hoping, Connor, that he breaks out. He's 24, just great talent on.
He's already
24, on the outside. They have great defensive pieces. Brian Burns, probably, top 5, top 10 pass rusher. They have Jeremy Chin on the back end. I mean, they have some pieces to be competitive. I think this team could quietly surprise and push the Saints for finishing second in the division.
Yeah, I'll take the over just because of an ascending defense. JC Horn, who knows? Maybe he'll be good. More of a certain
right, and that right there should show you the Panthers' faith in Sam Darnold. They had the chance to take Fields, take Jones, at the 9th pick in the draft or wherever they picked, top 10, and they added to their defense that they built in 2020. So yeah, give me the over.
I'm Bears. I'm going under just because I want the Giants to have 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah, no other real rhyme or reason behind that.
Also, I think that Nagy's going to keep Fields Dalton in for just a little bit too long. And
yeah,
their offensive line, Tevin Jenkins is out. They let Charles Leno walk.
Yeah, the Tevin Jenkins injury.
You say good. That like you think like Justin Fields is going to lead them to wins.
I don't think anyone is. I think that their offensive line's kind of screwed now that they don't have any tackles.
I don't think Justin Fields is making a difference this year.
Yeah, I as a Justin Fields truther, I hope the best thing is I'm on Fields Dable 2022. So I hope the Bears stink. They go get Dable to pair up with Justin Fields, and you get a whole new regime, get paced the hell out of Chicago. Yeah, give me the under.
Bengals 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. That's so mean.
And what are we thinking?
I would take the under here as well. Bad offensive line, defense.
Well, what about Riley Reef? Are you not a Riley Reef truther?
No. Bad offensive line. Defense is not going to be great. Anything special. I just think they're building this team the wrong way.
I'd agree with you. I think that they've put the carriage in front of the horses, they say, and they've completely neglected the positions of value. So I'm with you on the under here. Burrow also makes me nervous. I mean, I don't know. All the reports are he just doesn't trust it right now. I guess it's getting a little better, but
yeah, I'm with you as well on the under. Zach Taylor, I liked the hire a couple years ago, but now he's certainly on the hot seat. They have Lions, Bears, Jets, Vikings, Jags. So they'll win a few games there, maybe grab 1 or 2 from the division. I mean, you're drafting top 5 to take a wide receiver at 5. I mean, I love Jamar Chase. I love the talent, but I would have liked to see him take Sewell. He took Burrow 1 overall the year before. Like to see him protect him a little bit, but when you don't have an indoor practice facility, I think that's the first building block that you're building the team the wrong way.
All right, so under for Chase there. Browns 10.5. If this was the old 16-game schedule, I feel like the Browns are just a textbook 10-16, like on the rise, not quite to that 11 or 12 win total yet, but definitely have the pieces there where they could maybe swing it in some close games.
I think 11-6 is certainly feasible. Love Nick Chubb, love Kareem Hunt. Baker, sort of similar situation to Carolina. I think he doesn't need to play great. You would obviously love to see him take that massive step forward. that I think people have been wanting to see for the last few years. I think they got great defensive end pieces. Obviously, Miles Garrett is a monster. Yeah, I certainly think it's feasible to see this team be a 11, 12 win team, run away with the division.
Who was their first round pick this year?
The Browns, they took
Garrett Newsom, Greg Newsom.
Greg Newsom, that's
Yep,
right. So now they got
Northwestern
Newsom and
cornerback.
Ward. Yeah, they got
Right.
Newsom and Ward.
Greedy Williams.
And Greedy Williams. So I mean, that's becoming a formidable little secondary there.
Yeah, Browns are hashtag good. This is an easy over.
And Kevin
They're-
Stefanski, reigning coach of the year.
They did build the team right. They've got decent weapons on the outside. They're solid in the trenches. They can't really rush the passer, but their corners are pretty good. So,
Miles Garrett would like a word.
well, they have
Yeah,
nobody else behind them.
Yeah, I'll probably take the over too, just because I now am a proud Nick Chubb truther in the Con Dynasty League.
Best runner in football. I don't get it.
Welcome to the squad.
How this guy's getting drafted after people like I don't know. People sleep on Chubb.
Cowboys 9 wins. Now, this comes down to two large things: coaching, Mike McCarthy, and their defense. Both of which I don't think are good. I think that they're going to throw up 45 points a game, but they're not going to be able to stop a high school JV team. Bad division. You hope Dak's back. I mean, people seem to be a little bearish on the shoulder just because they think it's going to wear on him throughout the year, especially if he's throwing a ton. But they, I don't know, 9-8. That probably. What do we think that wins the East? 10 wins or 9 wins?
I think Washington can go 10-7 and win the division. So Cowboys could sneak. You got the NFC.
I really honestly see this as a push more than anything.
Yeah, give me
If it was
the under.
9.5,
it's Mike McCarthy. I'm going 8 and 9. Give me the under.
if it was 9.5, I'd probably take the under. If it was 8.5, I'd take the over. I think 9's a good number, so I'm probably gonna take the under.
Yeah, I'll take under as well.
Broncos 8.5 with newly named starter Teddy Two Gloves.
I think Teddy Bridgewater is decent, and I think the Broncos are pretty good. So it's an over for me. I mean, they're strong like everywhere, and I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be like the opposite of Sam Darnold, where it's just like he's not going to do anything to cause you to lose, and they probably don't even need that.
I kind of do like the over here. I think that Shane's right. I think Teddy's going to, get the ball to the playmakers. I think their defense is on the rise. Sneaky Kyle Fuller signing for an absolute deal. Love that. And then they also got Surtain. So now they have a pretty nice little corner duo there with Justin Simmons rounding out the back end. I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pass rush, you're obviously banking on Chubb. So I can see the over here.
Yeah, I just last thing, you got a healthy Cortland Sutton coming back with Jerry Jeudy, a great 1-2 punch on the on the end, Noah Fan across the middle, and of course our darling Javonte Williams, super high on him coming out of North Carolina. I think he's great. Melvin Gordon probably going to run him till his wheels fall off on a 1-year deal. But yeah, give me the over as well.
Lions 4.5.
Oh brother,
They stink.
They're.
Here's the one thing they have going: their offensive line will be good. I mean, it'll be good. They have no pass catchers. I mean, they got Hawkinson. That's about it. They got Hawkinson and Swift.
They have Brashad Perriman.
Tyrell Williams.
Yes, because Brashad
Amon-Ra
Perriman.
St. Brown, Quintez Cephas. They have people that can catch the ball. Whether or not they do is a different story. Whether or not Jared Goff can throw them the football.
Akuda has been. I don't know what's going on with Akuda. I mean, I guess this is year 2, so we'll find out some more. I can't name someone in their front 7 right now. I guess Trey Flowers is still there.
Michael Brockers.
There it is.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm still
4 and 13.
I think the whole Dan Campbell thing, I don't know how much of it's a front and how good of a football coach he actually is. I mean, granted, he's not really working with a lot of talent, but yeah, give me 4-13, 3-14. I'd take the under.
Shane Stockings.
Yeah, I'll take the over. Why
Oh, you're
not?
taking the over.
Yeah, why not? I think the Lions can win 5 games. It's the
They're not beating the
NFL.
Vikings and they're not beating the Packers. So
You never know.
Packers at 10. This is a
Easy over.
easy over for me.
Easy over. I
Let's move
agree.
on.
I think Rodgers is going to try to do what he did last year. Texans, easy under for me.
I don't even care what it's at. Give me the under. I mean,
It's
they're
at 4
just-
for those listening at home. The Packers
Yeah.
was at 10.
Dude, you know what sucks? We have Jaguars Texans week 1. That is just going to be a pitiful game.
Shane, where are we going here?
Yeah, give me the under, I guess. But
I mean, the
I don't
only
know.
way this doesn't is if like somehow Watson shows up like week 7.
Dude, Watson's not. He's, I'm not going to speak to that, but I don't know.
Colts at 9.
Resident Carson Wentz truther. What do we say?
Yeah, let's
I
hear
think-
it.
I think Colts are a well-built team. They'll be 10-7.
They just seem to have a little run of bad luck here. Hopefully they're getting all that like stupid stuff out of the way in the preseason training camp.
I'm really worried about their wide receivers, though. They have nobody.
So am I. TY's what, 33 now?
He's
32?
Yeah,
washed.
it might be 34. He's very bad.
Paris Campbell can't stay out of the training room. And although Shane and I are Michael Pittman truthers, we haven't seen much yet in the league. I do think that division stinks, so I think they can get the over.
Yeah, give me the over as well. Obviously not sold on Carson Wentz, but love Jonathan Taylor, love offensive line, love Darius Leonard. Chris Ballard's great GM. I'm with Shane. I think they built the team very well. They just gotta seal the deal. Yeah, give me the over.
Jaguars 6.5. This is after, and I know you're not supposed to over exaggerate preseason takes, but Darrell Bevel is running an offense straight out of 1991, and I don't understand what Urban's doing. So I'm going to take the under, and also I think their defense is bad.
Yeah, Jaguars suck. Under is easy here. I mean, I don't think
Free
Lawrence.
money.
I mean, it's a rookie quarterback. He isn't. It's not like he's got gods all around him. He's going to struggle, and Urban's not going to coach him up like he needs to be.
Tanked for Trevor.
Yeah, obviously resident Trevor Lawrence owner truther. Love the talent. Obviously losing ETN to Lisfranc fracture is tough. But yeah, defense, I couldn't even name you a player. I guess they signed Shaq Griffin. But yeah, Urban's going to ruin the Jaguars. Hopefully not Trevor Lawrence, because I think talent beats opportunity.
He got absolutely cooked by Marquez Callaway the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Talking about CJ Henderson?
No,
No.
Shaquille Griffin.
Oh, got it.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Or
Lakewood
Shaquille,
High
I
represent
forget which one.
one of them. Anyway, yeah, give me the under. They stink.
Chiefs 12.5.
Give me the over.
Shane,
13-4. They're just elite, so they're just going to score on everybody. So I'm sure they'll just win.
my only concern is that wide receiver 2 spot, but I mean, like, I already know like they're going to be able to turn it on whenever they want.
No,
And that
Mahomes
offensive
is,
line, I think by the middle of the season is going to be absolutely cooking. I
This
mean,
is
they
the
got
thing,
Trey
no.
Smith. If Trey Smith stays healthy, they got a 5-star talent in the 6th round.
what you don't understand though is their wide receiver 2 is Tyreek Hill. Wide receiver
Yeah.
1 is Kelsey. So you
This
like
is true.
when you
but I
have
meant,
Travis Kelsey, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I
Plus, they
feel
got
like
Duvernay Tardif on the line back, and they signed Chris
he
Long.
wasn't starting the other day, I don't think. I think they were starting Trey Smith. I mean, I don't know if he was hurt, but I mean, I'll take the over just because I love Patrick Mahomes.
I'm just saying, you and Chase have every pick the same.
Do it?
Not true.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is? Awesome.
Yeah, you guys are just group thinking it up. You have no bit of originality.
Good. This is good. Raiders at 7. I'm taking the under.
All right. Well, funny you say that because I actually was going to take the over without even Shane bringing that up.
Good.
I like the Raiders. I think Derek Carr. Well, let me take that back. I like Derek Carr. I don't know how I feel about John Gruden. I like Henry Ruggs. I think the offensive line. I don't really know trading Rodney Hudson. What exactly that did for him.
You mean trading the whole offensive line or no?
Yeah,
Just Rodney
I mean
Hudson.
Rodney Hudson. I think was the big piece. But
Dave
yeah, I
Jackson?
still think they'll figure it out. They play the NFC East, so they have Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, WFT, and they play the Bengals. So I think 8 and 9 is certainly reasonable. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a sneaky, really good division. I think it's a lot better than people think it is.
I don't
Yeah.
think their defense is good.
I think
And
this
I
is
think
really
that their
good
offense-
division too, which is why
And
I say
I think
under.
their offense is going to struggle.
I think they're the worst team in their division. So
So what are you taking, Shane?
under.
Chargers 9.5.
I'm going under here too. I just don't think that second-year quarterback's going to be good enough to lead them to 10 wins.
I get that, but also the Chargers are just, you want to talk about a team that's built. I mean, if they can avoid the Chargers injury bug, they're going to be stacked. I mean, that defense is going to be insane with Bosa, James, Kenneth Murray in his second year. I mean, they're very good.
Who's playing corner?
Who's playing corner? Don't they have Hayward still?
Yeah, they
And
still
they got
have Hayward.
Asante Samuel Jr. in the
They
second?
do. Second round.
They do have
DBU, baby.
You're going to rely
DBU.
on a rookie corner?
Why
Yeah,
not?
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He gets cooked.
All right, give me the over. I love the
that wor-
Chargers.
That worked out real
Best
well
uniforms in
for
football.
Trayvon Diggs and AJ Terrell last season.
Well,
AJ Terrell was bad. We knew this.
He was pretty good at the end of the season.
In the NFL or in college? Because his
No.
last college game
He got cooked.
he got cooked.
Yeah, he did.
Rams 10.5.
I'll take the under.
I'll take the over. I think this team, like, their defense can always be good because they have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. And then, like, the other guys can just cover the other half of the field. And then I think Matt Stafford is gonna cook them this year. He's coming to the NFL.
I agree with that. I think that they're going to be very good. I think they're going to be very good. I mean, it sucks that they lost Staley. Like if they would have kept Staley last year or into this year, and he was running that defense again, I mean, this would be an easy over. That's my only concern. But I mean, hey, he was good, so he got a job. Good for him. Dolphins 9.5. What did the Dolphins end up last year? 10-6, or did they end up 9-7?
I think they were 10-6 and missed the playoffs.
They definitely missed the playoffs. Yeah, they were 10-6. Yeah.
I'll take the over on the Dolphins. I think Brian Flores is pretty good. I think they've built the team the right way. They've got the best secondary. Man, it's so good. And I think Tua will be better this year.
Yeah, I also like the over here. I think their defense is awesome. And up and coming offensive line. Only thing that makes me nervous is the passing game, but I don't know. I think good coaches figure it out, and I think Flores is good, like you said.
Yeah, give me the over. Yeah, I'm not sold on the wide receiving core. Devontae Parker is a shell of himself. Jalen Waddle. I love Jalen Waddle, but a lot of mouths to feed. Will Fuller, who the hell knows? Yeah, I'll take the over though.
Vikings at 9 is the thing that throws me the most off about the Vikings has nothing to do with football. It has to do with that I'm pretty sure their head coach does not like their quarterback at all on a personal level. And I think that they're going to have a lot of distractions. I'm really torn on this one. This is one I'm torn on because I could easily see them going 11-7 if they stay healthy, but then I could also see them going like 7-11. So I'm kind of torn. I mean, the only thing that helps is that the Lions and the Bears are going to be down.
Yeah, I'm not convinced Kirk is the answer, but you have Dalvin, you have Justin Jefferson. I mean, nothing really stands out to me on the defensive end of the ball. I mean, Harrison Smith's not like, what he used to be. But like you said, Bears, Lions, look at their schedule. They have Bengals, they have Cardinals, Cowboys. Give me the under.
They're six.
I think 8 and 9. Yeah, I got a weird feeling about it.
This
man.
is
This-
another one where I think it could easily push.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if we look up at the end and they're 9 and 8. Shane, what do you got?
Yeah, I would go with the under.
Patriots 9.5.
Yeah, I think rookie quarterback again.
I'm going under here as well.
Under here.
Yes.
Their moves didn't really make sense to me. I think they'll be
No.
like 8 and 9, but I don't think they're gonna have a chance to go. I mean, I guess they have a chance, but I don't see them winning 10 games.
Bills, I don't think they're going to beat the Bills. And I think they split with the Dolphins. So I'm going under here too. 9.5 is a lot for a rookie.
Yeah, I agree. And then if they go over, that means 3 teams in the AFC East have double-digit wins, based on our projections. Yeah, I'm obviously Belichick's Belichick. Mac Jones is torn up preseason so far, but it's preseason. Got to take it with a grain of salt. But I agree, 9.5 is a lot. Patriots are getting a lot of COVID players back, especially on the defensive side of the ball, but not sold on the wide receiving core. Jacoby Myers, Nelson Aguilar, they paid back too.
Jacoby Myers
Right.
is the best 15th round value in all of best ball right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's very good. And then the running back room, I know they just traded Michelle yesterday, but
Got a
that's
lot of
always a
guys.
crapshoot. I know we have Damian Harris, RB1 truther in the group, but yeah, you just never know with Patriots running back. So yeah, give me the under.
Saints at 9. This is a tough one. I like their defense. I don't love their secondary. I mean, they got Lattimore. That CB2 role is pretty wide open. Defensive front's good. I mean, they lost Trey Hendricks, which kind of stinks, but they're hoping Davenport, who I forgot they gave up a first to move up for, takes that
UTSA
step
legend.
forward. UTSA legend. That's right. They love their offensive line. I don't know. This one's tough as well. I mean, I hope that they just pick one quarterback and stick with it. That's the only thing I hope.
Yeah, give me the over. I think Jameis is going to start. I think hopefully he plays the whole season, maybe some Taysom Hill packages. But Sean Payton, wants to win. He knows what he's doing. Weaker division to play the NFC East. Good defense, good offensive line. I think the over is certainly hittable here. And I know I said the Panthers probably pushing 1-2. It's probably 80-20 right now, who I think is going to finish second in the division behind the Bucks. But yeah, give me over on the Saints wins.
I mean, Marquez Callaway is your wide receiver 1. I mean, it's interesting. I guess you could argue Kamara is really your just offensive weapon 1.
Kamara gonna feast.
You're hoping so, since you sold the
He's
farm.
gonna eat. Sold the farm.
Well, just a first. But so I'm guessing that means, Shane, I should put you down for the over.
Yes, I'll take the Saints over. I think until they prove they're not good, I'm just gonna keep considering they're good.
I think that their offensive line, their running game is going to be able to overcome a lot. And they're going to steal a couple in the dome just because that's what they do.
A couple of good ones coming up here.
Yeah, this will be fun here. Giants at 7. Giants at 7. I'll let you two go first before I get on my soapbox.
Shane, you have the floor.
I would prefer you just do your soapbox routine.
Okay. Some reports out of camp. Andrew Thomas and Will Hernandez look good. Matt Parrott, because he's injured, not good. Matt Parrott is the lined up right tackle. Also, injuries seem to be hitting the team pretty good. Galladay with that hamstring. Kadarius Toney hasn't practiced in full yet. he has been working on the side, but I didn't think he was going to be much of a addition this year anyways. Offensive line is a big concern. Quarterback, big concern. Defense, I think, is going to have to carry hard. Bad division. But I think Joe Judge and Pat Graham are going to steal some games. And I think that I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, I'm also on the over for the Giants. Good secondary, solid defensive line, offensive line trending upwards, decent weapons, bad division.
I think 7 and 10 is probably what they're going to go. Yeah, give me the over, I guess. Now we flip.
Dude, don't sound so miserable having to pick.
That's a
Come on,
tough
let's
one.
hear the soapbox. Come on, soapbox.
Switch soapbox.
Jets
Um,
at 6.
Meadowlands.
So yeah, I think people like this is pretty easy for me. I think people tend to forget that the Jets were 2-14 last year and not a good team. And it's gonna take a lot of talent to bring them back up. And I'm optimistic on the things that we started to do, but there were holes at every single position on this roster. Yeah, I think this is an easy under. Like, even if we go 5-12, like that's still incremental improvement with a rookie quarterback, which is hard to pull off. So like a 6-win season to me, which would be just a push, would be solid in my eyes. Like I could, see some benefit in that, but 7 wins is hard for me to believe. Offensive line is going to struggle still. And then Carl Lawson, God, what a bummer. Like just
now you have
body.
You have no pass rush, no corners.
Hey, don't sleep on John Franklin Myers, but yeah, Carl Lawson was going to be that dude.
No corners. Young offensive line, up and coming offensive line. Decent weapons, and Zach Wilson's a little bit of a loose cannon, so I'm going to take the under.
Hey, no need to slander. That guy has 154 quarterback rating in Lambeau Field, and that's all I need to hear.
Guys,
Yeah, give me the under. I agree. They're certainly moving in the right direction, but 4-win improvement from last year's asking a lot, and they played a tough division. You got a rookie quarterback. Not sold on the weapons really behind Corey Davis, and I'm still a little hesitant on Corey Davis himself. Excited to see what Michael Carter can do. But yeah, unfortunate to Carl Lawson. Really nothing on the defensive end of the football.
All right, we need to run
Eagles 6.5.
We need to run some rapid fire until the Bucks.
Yeah,
Eagles 6.5. It's an under for me.
Eagles under.
Yeah, Eagles under. They stink. Jalen Hurts going to be a QB next year?
No, they don't want him to be. The new regime doesn't want him to be.
Give me the over on the Steelers. I think
over on the Steelers as well.
Got another year in him as well.
No, under on the Steelers.
Really?
Under on the Steelers. I'm going the over on the Steelers as well. 49ers 10.5 is a lot.
Give me the under. I like them. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I think they'll go 10-6. I don't.
They're only going to play 16 games.
Sorry,
they're
10-7.
I'm taking the under as well, just because I think a move to Trey Lance is inevitable.
Have some originality in your thoughts.
We've deferred on a couple.
You've deferred on one.
By a couple,
two.
He means 2.
Shane, let's hear it.
Under for 49ers. Over for Seahawks. Over 10.
I'm going under on the Seahawks.
Let's get some rapid fires.
I'll take over on the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks a lot.
I hope they go
they
under.
They just managed to win games. Russell Wilson's a game winner.
Move me up in the draft.
Bucks at 12 wins. I'm going to take the over.
I was going to take the over as well. As a resident Bucks fan, I'll spend 15 seconds talking about them. Brought all 11 starters back. No real injuries through preseason so far. No reason to see why we can't go 13-4, 14-3. This team's incredible. Not even biased opinion. No reason we can't run it back.
I'll take the under. The Bucks were not that great until the Super Bowl last year. I mean, people seem to forget that.
So wait, what'd you take, Shane?
Under.
Under 12. Titans at 9.
Under.
I'm taking the over.
I'll take the under. Not really convinced on their defense yet. Love Tannehill. Julio, it'll be interesting to see how he does if he can stay healthy. But yeah, give me the under. I'll take the over on a varsity football team. I love
Taking
this
over
team.
8.5.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah,
Easy
over
over.
8.5.
That's
Easy over. I think they
that's
can
a
win
mortgage.
10 games.
That's a
I'm
mortgage.
taking the over as well. I think 10 is the number for the football team.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
The one I want to go back to that we kind of rapid fire through is the Titans. The reason why I think they're going to go over is because I think they split with the Colts. I think and then they're going to get easy 4 wins from the Texans and the Jags, and then split the Colts. You're at 5. And I don't know. I believe in the talent. I mean, their defense makes me nervous, but I think their offense is going to be pretty good.
Yep.
All righty. Well, that
Cool.
is it
Well,
for the over unders.
That was fun.
Whoever
Time to go eat
wins,
some chicken wings.
get
Tally it up
Taves.
later in the season.
Well done. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
boys.
Good being back.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fumbled Out of Bounds podcast. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you want to talk about next time.